A San County Almanac by Aldo Leopold, Part 4, The Upshot, Chapter 1, The Land Ethic, Section 7, 3 Basic Ideas. This thumbnail sketch of land as an energy circuit conveys 3 basic ideas. First, the land is not merely soil. Second, that the native plants and animals kept the energy circuit open, others may or may not. Third, that man-made changes are of a different order than evolutionary changes and have effects more comprehensive than is intended or foreseen. These ideas collectively raise 2 basic issues. Can the land adjust itself to the new order? Can the desired alterations be accomplished with less violence? Biotas seem to differ in their capacity to sustain violent conversion. Western Europe, for example, carries a far different pyramid than Caesar found there. Some large animals are lost. Swampy forests have become meadows or plowland. Many new plants and animals are introduced, some of which escape as pests. The remaining natives are greatly changed in distribution and abundance. Yet the soil is still there, and with the help of imported nutrients, still fertile. The waters flow normally. The new structure seems to function and to persist. There is no visible stoppage or derangement of the circuit. Western Europe, then, has a resistant biota. Its inner processes are tough, elastic, resistant to strain. No matter how violent the alterations, the pyramid so far has developed some new modus vivendi, which preserves its habitability for man and for most of the other natives. Japan seems to present another instance of radical conversion without disorganization. Most other civilized regions, and some as yet barely touched by civilization, display various stages of disorganization, varying from initial symptoms to advanced wastage. In Asia Minor and North Africa, diagnosis is confused by climatic changes, which may have been either the cause or the effect of advanced wastage. In the United States, the degree of disorganization varies locally. It is worse in the Southwest, the Ozarks, and parts of the South, and least in New England and the Northwest. Better land uses may still arrest it in the less advanced regions. In parts of Mexico, South America, South Africa, and Australia, a violent and accelerating wastage is in progress, but I cannot assess the prospects. This almost worldwide display of disorganization is in the land seems to be similar to disease in an animal, except that it never culminates in complete disorganization or death. The land recovers, but at some reduced level of complexity, and with a reduced carrying capacity for people, plants, and animals. Many biotas currently regarded as lands of opportunity are in fact already subsisting on exploitative agriculture, i.e., they have already exceeded their sustained carrying capacity. Most of South America is overpopulated in this sense. In arid regions, we attempt to offset the process of wastage by reclamation, but it is only too evident that the prospective longevity of reclamation projects is often short. In our own West, the best of them may not last a century. The combined evidence of history and ecology seems to support one general deduction. The less violent the man-made changes, the greater the probability of successful readjustment in the pyramid. Violence, in turn, varies with human population density. A dense population requires a more violent conversion. In this respect, North America has a better chance for permanence than Europe, if she can contrive to limit her density. This deduction runs counter to our current philosophy, which assumes that because a small increase in density enriches human life, that an indefinite increase will enrich it indefinitely. Ecology knows of no density relationship that holds for indefinitely wide limits. All gains from density are subject to a law of diminishing returns. Whatever may be the equation for man and land, it is improbable that we as yet know all its terms. Recent discoveries in mineral and vitamin nutrition reveal unsuspected dependencies in the up-circuit. Incredibly minute quantities of certain substances determine the value of soils to plants, of plants to animals. What of the down-circuit? What of the vanishing species, the preservation of which we now regard as an aesthetic luxury? They help build the soil. In what unsuspected ways may they be essential to its maintenance? Professor Weaver proposes that we use prairie flowers to reflocculate the wasting soils of the Dust Bowl. Who knows for what purpose cranes and condors, otters and grizzlies may someday be used.